How to buy a house, step 5. That is when you find a house that you cannot stop thinking about and you want to make an offer. So I, as your buyer's agent, I call the listing agent and let them know that we are planning on sending an offer. And I ask what's important to the seller. It's not always about price. Sometimes they want to close on a certain date, or they may want temporary occupancy. But it's always a good idea to call and make that initial connection with the listing agent, because if we go under contract, we're going to be working together, and I always want to start a good relationship with that listing agent, find out what's important to the seller, and then we'll talk again with the buyer to see what is the best way to approach an offer. And then you will need to put 1% at least of the purchase price down as a deposit. That money goes into an escrow account and is a credit to you at closing. You will pay for a home inspection. That costs around $400, totally worth it. And then you will also have a period of due diligence, which is your time to get the home inspected, check out the neighborhood, check out the schools, whatever you want to do that helps you make a decision if you want to move forward. That is very important, that you take your time and really make sure this is for you. If you decide during that time you don't want to buy the house, you can cancel for any reason or no reason. Typically what happens is after the inspection, if there is some things that you weren't aware of, you may change your mind because it's a lot more than you think. But I always encourage you to try to work it out once you're under contract, renegotiate with the seller. I always think it's the best way to approach that is to ask for money towards closing costs so you can hire your own contractors to fix whatever needs to be fixed. And this is just for major items, not for minor stuff. Like a loose outlet is no big deal. You can tighten it with a screwdriver. We're not going to ask for money for that. But if the roof has major issues or the HVAC needs repair, those are major issues that we will address with the seller. And you'll also be paying for an appraisal, not during due diligence, but you'll have an appraisal contingency as well. And that is something you'll pay. So if you decide to cancel during your contingencies, which is your financing, your appraisal, and your due diligence, you can terminate and get your earnest money back. However, if you have an inspection done, you're going to spend that money. And if you have an appraisal done, that money has been spent as well. So you're talking about $1,000 of gambling money when you make an offer on a house.